They're done with OTAs. The early noise, the crisp routes, the overhyped moments that mean very little until someone's helmet hits the grass for real. But you can feel it. Something's brewing in Miami. This wasn't just another offseason shuffle. This had weight. This felt like a team tugging on something deeper. The kind of tug that either pulls a franchise into something special or snaps under pressure. And now, with just 3 days left, June 10th, 11, and 12, before everyone vanishes into the summer haze, the Dolphins are teetering on that edge. Let's not pretend there weren't eyes wide open. Coaches watching like hawks. Players moving just a little faster because they knew the tape doesn't lie. And now, you can't unsee what you've seen. Tua, Austin Jackson, Bonner, Jalen Wright, Tanner Conner. These names didn't just show up, they stayed. They echoed. Not because they made the big splash, but because they looked like they're done waiting, done asking, done wondering. 5 guys, 5 stories, all threading into something that's about to unravel when camp cracks open. Let's talk Tua first. It's easy to forget he's still got that weight on him. Still walking around with the expectations of a fan base that swings between worship and worry in the same breath. But out there, with no defenders clawing at him, he's been sharp, real sharp. And it wasn't just the throws, it was the posture, the way he moved around the huddle, the way the other guys looked at him like maybe, just maybe, he's starting to own this thing. No more can he lead, whispers. But the question still lingers. When the pads come on and the heat kicks up, will Tua still be the guy with that calm fire in his chest? Then there's Austin Jackson. And no, this isn't the same story from a year ago. That version of Jackson, good, sure, earned his check. But this one? He looks like a man who's not asking to be the future of the line. He's just taking it. No brace, no excuses. You can see it in his stance, his balance. He's not waiting for Terron Armstead to come back and hold his hand. That time's over. He's claiming turf. And there's something about that look in his eye, like he knows people are doubting the comeback. Let him. Bonner's name doesn't come up in most circles. Not yet. But people who've been around the practice field saw it. He's not flashing for attention. He's grinding for permanence. With Ramsey out and the cornerback room reshuffling, it's open season back there. Bonner, who barely saw the field last year, suddenly he's sticking to receivers like he belongs. Like he's tired of being the maybe. Maybe he's the guy who doesn't care about your depth chart. Maybe he's the one who's going to drag himself into that lineup, whether you see it coming or not. Jalen Wright, though, that one feels different. There's a twitch in his movement that says urgency. Maybe it's Ollie Gordon breathing down his neck. Maybe it's just the realization that the window in the backfield is tiny. A chain is doing his thing, sure, but there's room for more. And Wright's not trying to fill a role. He's trying to force the playbook to make room. He's bouncing through lanes like he's got something to prove, because maybe he does. Maybe he's tired of waiting for the staff to notice. So he's making it impossible to ignore. And then Tanner Conner. Man, what do you even do with a guy like that? Built like a weapon, cursed with fragility. But right now, he's standing tall. And with Jonnu Smith looking halfway out the door, it's like the universe just cracked open a little space for him. Conner isn't the obvious answer. He's not even the safe one. But maybe he's the kind you need. Someone who's been told almost one too many times and is finally done with it. If he stays upright, just stays healthy, there's a storm in that frame. One the Dolphins might need more than they realize. But here's the twist. It's not just about those 5 guys. It never is. It's about what this team feels like. There's a friction in the air, like everyone knows the clock's ticking, but nobody wants to be the one who says it out loud. The AFC isn't waiting for anyone to figure it out. Not with the Jets loading up, the Bills still in the hunt, and the Ravens lurking with their usual quiet menace. This isn't about being good enough to make noise. It's about surviving the grind. So what's the next step? It's not training camp. It's not the preseason. It's the locker room. It's who steps into the middle of that group in July and doesn't ask for respect, just takes it. It's the player who pulls another guy aside after a blown route. It's who gets in someone's face and doesn't care if it hurts a feeling or two. Because this team, it's not far off. But not far off doesn't win you January. We've seen the flashes. We've heard the noise. But when those 3 days of minicamp hit, That's when the real sorting begins. Coaches won't say it, but the tape will tell you who's a heartbeat away from getting cut. Or worse, forgotten. You want to be the story that gets told in August? You better write it now. And for fans thinking this is just the usual summer hope, this one feels different. Not because everything's perfect, but because it's not. There's tension here. Unanswered questions. Pressure rising. And maybe that's exactly where this team needs to be.